Menu narration option is set to off.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Mike, 45. Yeah. Check safety.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
45. Hey, wahoo! Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the 22, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And that's complete to Croft. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, alert! You. Hey, check my gun.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got him by oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, zoom.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Shift. Half 10. Watch the safety creep.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Check, check. Lucky. Check, check. Fresno.
No score after one on EA Sports.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Watch the script.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First down.
On the set. 53. Check 53. It's going to be a long
On first down, Fitzgerald. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Allen now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. To the air, Allen. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Go!
Allen to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Off play action. Fitzgerald, he sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
40. Mike, 47. Know your job. Sunday.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
For 45, Mike, 45. Here we go.
Now on second and 13. Allen taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Allen now looks to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Here we go. 56. Check 56. Yeah, that's what I do. Check your hot read. 80 weapons. Mike's 56.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. This one caught by Ridley. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 22, Fitzgerald. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back to throw. Fitzgerald going for the... It got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
X3, 218, chopper. Half 10.
This is McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. He's coming. Double up, double up. 1, 2, 3.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Let's go.
Here's Carson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Not a wolf. Who that? Last one. If you want the mic. Go. Mike 51.
To throw on 3rd down. Fitzgerald. And he's got a man. Calvin Ridley. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. They'll run the screen with Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready? Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get ready. What? Go. 53 for Mike.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzgerald. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
56, Mike, 56. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 56, Mike, 56.
Throwing again on second down. Fitzgerald dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off play action. Fitzgerald. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Hey, hold. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
And here's Allen operating from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Slam. No.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
I got you. Kill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Let's go. Touch the outlaw. Watch the slant.
Here's Freeman. And an alley to run. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check 43. Back. Wide. Under 10. Let's go.
Now it's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
A big run there by Freeman. 46 yards on the ground.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On second down, it's Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Check 15. Begin.
They'll try to run with Carson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
You can't hang.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now Parkey for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
45.
Hey, tight. 56.
Check. 45.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage.